And switch that. Alrighty, so I'm back in this thing today, mainly because I have a bit of a headache, and I don't want to do the thinking that I require to do the Factorio extended megabase, calculating out circuits and such. Although arguably I probably could just copy and paste that thing. And there are some lingering things going on in this base that need to be addressed. Like these train junctions, for a start. This wibbly wobbly bit here for some reason. And this whole system of track, which is not really on grid. You can actually see it's this T intersection is sort of the reference point for the grid. So I know along here is actually all good. I did this this junction separately. Oh yeah, right. I pulled those up. I pulled those up to stop the trains coming, all of them coming up. So the trains that have to go around there have to go around the long way. And that ideally keeps the traffic down. Does a reasonably good job of it. Does encourage these oil trains to go all the way around, although at 6:20 it's probably debatable whether or not I should bother. This intersections box. Hey Keo, how's it going? These are the new intersections that I came up with how long ago? A little while ago. I think I came up with them when I was experimenting on my own. Then I did them properly in a stream to redo all of the intersections on Pastebin. They're not perfect yet though, because there's a bit of overlap on there. The these corner pieces shouldn't actually be on the corner. They need to be pulled away a little bit, yeah, more like that. But the trouble is, it screws up the spacing. It's a cool idea for throughput. Oh, it's amazing for throughput. It was originally just 4 lanes here to push it through. This actually came from, I think, the Mad Science map originally. Yeah, all it does is just splits out the 2 incoming lanes into 4. But yeah, so originally it was just the 4 lanes pushing down there for these trains. And then I started needing, the next bottleneck was here, so I needed the same thing here. This is actually an older version of it, which sort of pushes out, compared to this one, which has this loop-a-doop thing going on. And the loop-a-doop thing, realistically, is the way to go, because then the same thing can be used on all combinations. It doesn't lose the track spacing. It's a technical term, loop-a-doop. Yeah, with this one, it throws the spacing off. Okay, I need one more radar. Yeah. It needs like 3 or 4 radars. One in the center and then... Oh, actually, probably just one and... Well, it still needs 3 either way, actually. Yeah, there it goes. See, there's one gets stopped and the other train just zooms straight through. And that's the whole idea of it. I've been noticing a lot of trains have been avoiding using both lanes. Hey, Angie. Although it seems to have settled down now. Yeah, they're generally pairing up. You don't know, like, infinite ores? You don't really need infinite ores. And I don't mind having to go out and find new outposts. And with a mining productivity, like, most of these patches are tiny. Oh, well, except for that one, which is almost finished. Most of the patches are, 3 to 6, and they last forever. So big railway bus? Yeah. And then you get down here, and it gets even more crazy. This thing needs more work, but the trouble is the 2 tracks going up through the middle really mess with it. I mean, with the 2 tracks going up through the middle, it can't pack down the tracks nearly as tightly as the other combination, which is really annoying. I've been trying to come up with a better system, and there's something here which tries it, but it's not working. I can't get this bit up here going. As I say, it's this the 2 tracks that go up through it that's the problem. I just completely mess with it. And the reason for doing that is it gets the actual crossing as small as possible, which is what you want. You want the crossing to be where you want the actual rail crossing component to be as small as possible, because that limits the amount of time one train spends blocking the intersection. And that's why this thing works so well, because it's as tight as possible. Probably could be tighter, maybe, I'm not sure. I haven't seen any combination that's tighter yet. Anyway, apparently I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I think I was here because I was changing some buffer chests over. Because I need to update the thingy. Speaking of, I think... what's going on there? Something's missing, a power pole? I can't oh, there it is. There we go. It's missing a radar. Oh, it doesn't need that then. And back to that one broken laser turret. Tell you what, demolish it. Do you want to demolish it? Yeah, we go. That gets rid of it. Manually drive a train through that intersection. Oh, even better. Get Exterminator to walk through it. That I'd like to see. Where are we at? There. That's where the old extension was. So first thing I want to do is go over to there and start cleaning that up. Or even Colonel Will driving manually through it. That'd be a good one. Just hand in the map and say, manual drive this back to base. Or manual drive to this outpost. Yeah. Highly repetitive tile. Version 12 map gen. There's that lovely puddle of oil. Hey, it's my Tweetle. Turtle. Tweedle. How's it going? How you doing today? Yeah, I wonder if this thing's still on grid. Also, what are you at? 1020. I wonder if that was ever an oil outpost. The trouble is I keep losing oil outposts to the mega base. It keeps consuming them. I mean, that was one of the last victims. There's another one there. I'll turn that off. There's one of one of the early victims, and there's one of the I think that was the first oil outpost there. It was long gone. It was consumed like a year and a half ago. Alrighty. Aha. Yeah. Scary trains. I haven't properly fixed up the blueprint books to include these tracks yet. But I'll hope to get on that pretty soon. Yeah, this thing's way off. Look at all the wibbly wobblies. There you go. That'll stop them for a little while. Apparently I had a lane swapper here at some point. Walked across the intersection. Not this one. He's been on the base in this map before, but he did survive. So I'm definitely going to have to bring him back at some point. Yes, munch that. Just munch all the things. There. Alrighty. Where's the book? There it is. There it is. Goes down to one of the ML segments. There. Oh, that wall's actually right. Ah, well. It wasn't nearly as badly off-grid as what I thought it was. This is good. These poor bots. Deal with them eventually. Slightly disappointing sound. I know. It was actually slightly disappointing. Okay. I'll have to clear out these trains before I progress much further. It is, realistically. Just have him around as entertainment. Oh yeah, these things are... they're old. These run-up things are out of date. I think the walls are on the paste bin as well. They're in their current form, in their questionable current form. That reminds me. Swap out these. It's train food. Yes. Peel up this excess. As of this new tile system, I don't put flooring or any kind of ground cover under the stuff anymore. Under the walls. It's a technical term. I struggle with those sometimes. Scoop those up. Scoop them up, scoop them up. Could summon the train of stuff. Really working those technical terms. A train of concrete. There we go. You can almost make a concrete roundabout. There, down goes the power still. Now what I'd like to do is get all of this. I might actually make another one of these T-intersections here and then prepare this for heading out for more outpost expansions. Not sure what I'll do down there just yet. These T-intersections really limit what's possible. I might need to make a custom one for a diagonal, just to try and mix up the variations. Five more outposts. It's always 5 more outposts, isn't it? I do actually need more outposts now that this has run out. Yeah, that's properly run out. So that's 2 iron outposts now that are dead. So I'm going to park whereabouts there. Let's see now. That one's almost dead. Not you. You. It's iron 5. What are you iron 4? Oh, no more brick. Refined concrete, actually. fix that easily. Let's make one of these. So you know. Hey-oh! Falcon with us up there, taking down KD3. 13 months already. And the new bit boss. Ha! How's it going, Valgamper, anyway? Bloop. Might not actually be able to make it, come to think of it. Oh well. Just a minor detail. Yeah, build that. Oop, not that one yet. There's now a train stuck. There it is. Wall, as always. Yeah, see how far off it is. Heh, track lag. Track lag's bad when there's lots of no pathing trains. Bloop. There. And you. And you. Pull it up, pull it up. At some point I'm bound to run out of railway track too. That's going to be the most inopportune time. Well, I'm surprised I haven't yet. Although I am only just picking up and replacing what's already there. I'm not putting down new stuff. Let's get some of the... Yeah, train. Hello, train. Hey, hello, train. That's, less than ideal. Just made this place a whole lot more dangerous. Nothing up. On the plus side, the concrete train's here. Trains are going round. Yeah, they're going round the other way. In fact, they're probably, because the exit only goes this way, they're probably going up, around, then back through here, then around. Oh yeah, get rid of that too. Those all graphics engineer all seems like 17 won't drop to around Christmas. Yeah, it's a pretty big change to drop before then, isn't it? Who knows? It might probably... I have a feeling it might... Mouse on the clip button. Yeah. Just put the nose out. There we go. There is a lot of VFX changes happening too. Okay, so they can't move now. Give you a temporary path. So I did ask about the atomic bomb, like the atomic... I think it was the atomic bomb explosion. It was in that context. And something about a VFX overhaul is coming. It's not very specific, and nothing's confirmed though. Let's talk about the... Yeah. It's sort of like a university project, sort of the way it's described. Learned as they went. So one downside to this double thingy is if there's a huge backlog, although it is, you can actually see it's clearing pretty quickly. It's not having any trouble. One, two, three, 1, 2... This might be too short by a tile. We'll see. Just need to get some more trains out of here. Yes, it's very likely off-grid. Although I think, pretty sure it goes off... Yeah, you can actually see it there. It goes off-grid there. Feeling someone there doesn't want the project to end. I'd give a... Well... For me, Minecraft died after about 3 years. So from 2009/2010 to 2013, or 2012, 2013 for Minecraft for me was about it. So I think I'd keep going until about the end of the year. And then there's probably no point keeping on with it. Alrighty. I'm kind of hoping Satisfactory can be a nice thing to slide into and away from Factorio eventually. This is why the blueprint isn't published yet. Just all these little issues, shall we say. Oh, in this, yeah. So this is that overhang I was talking about. Uh-huh. As long as the new improvements keep coming, there's still an appeal, but it's not going to last forever. Eventually you're just going to get burned out on the game. I do have signals good. Don't think Satisfactory will fill that anytime soon. I think... Satisfactory will do alright. Hello, clunky noises. Maybe I'm overconfident, exceedingly confident even with Satisfactory, but I think it's a lot of people have written it off too soon. Having said that, it doesn't have the intimate detail that Factorio has, but at the same time they've really boiled it down really well to, or minimized it to which makes it incredibly accessible to a wider audience. Hey, Def Alt 19, how's it going? It's like default but spelt wrong. Rail network rework? Yeah. Some that needs minimal brain power. Mainly because the junction stuff's already done. Get a lot of looks from more experienced long-term players. It does also very much seem to appeal to the wider market. Like the ones who are not nearly as hardcore players as the Factorio players. Yeah. Maybe I do want one more. I'll find out eventually. Yeah, so it was off-grid because of the wonky junction and now it's back on-grid, so this thing is definitely better. Describing the same words as Factorio. They do, actually, and it's they avoid using anything too similar. I actually think their marketing is incredibly... Or even in general, their marketing for Coffee Stain is incredibly good. They put a lot of time and effort into it. And that's one thing that really kills Factorio is they're even proud of their lack of marketing, and it's not a good thing. You really shouldn't be proud of that. So I think that's part of the reason why it's been such a slow burn and it doesn't have the wider market or wider audience that it should. This is I haven't really... Where are you going, Trash Base? Because I haven't really marketed it at all. I don't think Woob even has a company logo. But that's how little effort they put into it. And yeah, it's really not a good thing. So 1, 2, 3, so then you... Yeah, you got to market and sell your product. You can't just rely on word of mouth, it doesn't work. Ah. Alright, now it's danger time. Now's the time to... Hey, Jimmy John with a sub there. Thank you very much. 13 month. 13 whole months. Yeah. Praise the substation. Yeah. That could have been bad. Heyo! Ice! 988. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub there. Thank you very much. And now you're on the top, with the bit boss up there. Ice is the boss now. Gotta do what he says. Chat's gotta do what he says, that is. He's the boss of chat now. Yeah. This is... Everything is fine. Nothing is dangerous and horrible and... Not gonna get hit by killer trains. Haha. Not gonna be a clown. Hey Clanky, remind you of Frogger? Yes. Or Exterminator Frogger. That was a fun game. Exterminator Frogger is an excellent game. I haven't played it in a long time. Although I haven't had a stupidly big smelter which demands Exterminator Frogger. Alright, let's get out of here. Excellent. That's another one done. Oh yeah, and it's the right length too, so yeah, the plastic train just takes up that one spot there. I think the other side might be too long. Just being insubordinate? Ah, worst. They're always insubordinate, aren't they? Especially that Jimmy John. He's a troublemaker, isn't he? You gotta do something about this 4 to 2 junction. Don't like it. On the orders a follower from JD. Aha. Speaking of troublemakers, why are you moving up? Ooh, ding dongs. But nuclear fuel. And coal. Interesting. Why are you slow on coal? Probably something to do with me messing up the entire base's flow. There's probably no steel, nearly no steel. Yeah, plastic will be backed up. And of course there's no, because there's no steel, there's no furnaces. Furnaces. There's the furnaces. Yeah, if I totally had audio and video drops that I could display, I'd totally have appraised the substation one. JD for the GM. I don't know if I can yet, but I would like to. Oh look, another one's dead. I really need to stop trimming these. Oh, speaking of dead, this outpost's dead. I was going to say, I need to stop trimming these outposts and just leave them. But recovering the modules is still kind of necessary. I don't know how to do video drops though. I can make it a sound drop. I can totally enable sound drops. Yeah, just not sure how to do overlay stuff. It's all jammed up. Why are you all jammed up? Why are you all jammy? This one actually needs fixing too. There's no room for it though. Australia sound drop? What kind of a Australia sound drop? Oh yeah, because Clowntown's got another one, doesn't he? You need to do a turnaround. Yeah, go out there. Now that you've left, come back again. Because I saw there was an exclamation Australia 2 and Australia 3, but I don't know what they are. I wasn't paying enough attention. One of them should be for me too. At least one. I should lobby Clowntown for a sound drop. Ooh, bye rocket. While I'm thinking of it, I might do some prep work for expanding and modifying the base. Let's see, we've got the track here. Just expand this out a little bit. So this defines, I might I hate to say it, but I kind of need to expand the... Oh, hang on. That shouldn't be there. There. I need to move the whole base up to... Nah. Get out of here. I need to move the base up to align with this railway line. Bring it up tomorrow. I'm gonna ask where they're visiting, if they're near me or not. So it's 4, 8, 12 and 16, alright. I'm gonna give it a bit of a generous spacing. So that gives room for a path around, as well as expansion of any railway lines if it needs it. Scooper scoop you. Moving the base one tile. Oh, not just one tile. Moving it, yeah, well, actually, no, we're not moving the base left or right one tile, we're now moving it up one tile. Because we know that's what we do around here. There is a practical reason to it. The current base is kind of cramped now, the way it is. Is that right? Yes. It's not making anyone nervous seeing all these trains zoom past, is it? Hungry for blood, you know. I think there's also a gap under there. Alright. There's 4 of those. There. I need more room for the train thing if I want to... Like, currently even 282s are kind of pushing the limit of what's possible. So I need to push the whole base up to make more room here. How many trains on the map? I don't know. I do have a command somewhere for that though. Let's have a look. Commands. See, reset research, pollution, count resources, bots charging, explore the map, craft a will, remove biters. Peaceful, expansion, exterminator fun times, enable disable nuclear, enable disable steam, enable disable atomic bomb. I don't have it. I always forget where this thing is. Is that the one? So I thought it was an in pairs command. Surface get trains. Oh, maybe it was actually a command now. 279. Yeah, I thought it was an in pairs type command. I guess I was wrong. I'm still on the fat slow. There we go. Yes, that's a teleportation one. Technically, it's now the Kyle fun times. Basically just a fun times command. You filtered? Yes. It's nice to be up at such a high UPS now. It gets 57 UPS, down to 50 here and there with the new PC. 8700's a hell of an upgrade. There we go. Just make sure everything's covered. Let's get under there too. See, that's why I don't do underneath, because then it spreads out. How about that there? Yeah, it spreads out. So it's no good. There we go, there we go. Oh, there we had it. I think I see blue all the way around. It's kind of inconsequential doing this one. Train controller mod is now in closed alpha. Ah, yeah, I saw you mention that earlier in Willstream. I'm curious what that entails. Although I'm way behind on the mods. I haven't even tried most of Lucifer's new mods. I haven't got around to it. I still haven't tried the cats, the Biter Cats mod. Got to do that one day. Hey, it's Lena Loca. How are you doing? Long time no see. What are you doing? What you been up to? Oh, he's rude. Stealing them all and then putting them back. Ha, got it. So technically this wall moves out to here too. Yeah, so the whole base needs to shift left a little bit and then up a whole lot. Doing great. Doing a lot of riding. Doing another ride tomorrow. Ooh. There you go. Left side of the T-junction's bigger. It is. I'm actually curious to see if you did spot something now. Yeah, such a stretch down there and clear out here. I got provision for more tracks along here. But long term, I want all of the ore trains to be down the bottom. Like down the bottom and then come up there and then across here. And so there's two potential paths. Or maybe I will run them up that way. I just want to get them away from the input into the base here. Now I might still have them come up that way. I might also start thinking about dedicated lanes. So like how I've got down here, which is a lot of tracks, but 4 and 4 are dedicated ore lines, and then the outer two are everything else lines. It's just no city thing. Okay. Everything is an OCD. I mean, if there is an actual OCD issue, I would like to fix it, because that's the perfect time to fix this with a junction. Oh, that reminds me. I did connect that wire. Good. Good, good. Yeah, seeing as though some more iron outposts have died, I do need to think about expanding iron. Interesting that I'm not really touching copper anymore. I'm just not making a dent out here. Or even up here, for that matter. Just because the mining productivity being so high. Iron disappears as fast as I can mine it, but copper is just abundant. The junctions. Some mental disorder. It is. It certainly is. Yeah, so these junctions, you actually missed out, Lena. These junctions are the new ones for the mainline blueprint book. And so they're going to replace the existing one that I had. Possibly. I might have both kinds. Yeah, some highly wound up types do get really wound up over the throwing the term around for some reason. Mining productivity, I think it's 500 or 500. Yeah, it's just 500. So that's plus 1,000% on the productivity. What's that, like 10 free ore for every mining cycle, I think it is? You see it going up, flying up like crazy. It's insanity, it is. Ooh, free thingies. I mainly do that just to test the logistics trash. Yeah, this thing's still buzzing about. Yeah, I got up to 500 eventually. Why do you go down to 4 lanes between the two really big? Do you mean here? Because it is only a 4-lane system. What's going on here is it's pairing them up. Which helps clear the intersection quicker. But yeah, nothing on this system is more than 4-lane. 23k rockets. That's actually been very slow going getting the rockets up. You see this train here is pulled up beside it, and they'll start queuing behind it. Yeah, these junctions can clear traffic jams very quickly because of the extra lanes. There is a bit of a slowdown here, but it's not too bad. Yeah, grab bots. I had an example earlier where you can actually see it. I think that's all on grid down to there. I think this goes off grid there. This here goes off grid about there, basically. That's all on grid. I wonder, one of the things I've been wondering is, should I make a dedicated artillery station? While I'm at it, I was going to have a look at concrete and see how I can boost that up. Because to make everything, it does it, but it doesn't do it terribly quickly. There it is. So what are you waiting on? It's waiting for... concrete? Yeah, concrete. So it's not getting enough of this concrete here. This concrete. I don't know if I can justify building a fully dedicated concrete build though. Oh, the artillery shells. Hey, it's made a 10. How's it going? I could probably knock out some of the cannon shells though. I wonder if there's anything else I can get rid of. Just to make room. I could get rid of some of the... like, landfill's never going to use all of that stone that's available. Do it for the Factorio. Oh, yeah. Got it now. There's the old, I've got to change that at some point. 4 roboports is excessive. Train's fine. There's the power. Grenades, which I don't think requests coal properly. I was going to say, I kept trying to think of stone, but no, it's not stone, it's coal. Just live the dream. Could probably cut back on the nuclear fuel now. I might replace, at least for the intermediate stage, I'll switch one of these over. There. Request from buffer chest. Ooh. What have we got here? It's a loop-a-doop. So you got 4 lanes coming in, 4 lanes going out. Right. That's a 4-lane balancer. Oh man, let's get some speed modules on. Another little thing that needs to be done to make everything is change everything over to stack inserters. Really doesn't need fast inserters on anything. Has 6 splitters, so it should work. Yeah. It seems to have all the paths of a 4-lane. Water going back, forward, back, forward. The biggest problem to a dedicated ore build is supplying it with iron ore. So I'd have to find a patch or a means of delivering iron ore to it. I could probably use the delivery train, although the delivery train does start to get a little bit stretched if I make it do that kind of thing. Just here for a break? Ah, the smoke break. Alrighty then. "5 hours, so you better get some sleep then." Ooh, finally almost down that. Because of the way this train system works, that stone patch will probably never get touched. What are you? You're... Oh hey, that train. I remember that train. It's so old, it's been abandoned. This train is the old supply train. This was the original one I set up back in version 13. It's just been abandoned. It's covered in weeds now. It's still running on solid fuel. That's how old it is. Oh dear. It's just been abandoned and covered in weeds. The undergrowth has taken over. Are we on the OG? We are on the OG. The original and the best. I believe it is a memoriam. I've already got a few of those now because I got the Memorial 2 assembly machine in science. What else have I got? There's a few others that have been immortalized. Oh yeah, the angry phone. It's been immortalized. I've had to take up some of the stuff that's around here just because it's eating game time. I know there was a lot of pipes and like there was an oil build or something here. I even concreted the spawn itself. The early experiments in balances, that was when I was figuring out balances and some other stuff here. Some kind of crossing, apparently. There's another one here, another crossing here. I mentioned this before, but yeah, I can't... It's meant to be here, but I can't balance out some of the issues it has. Oh wait, those two cross. Ground view. Yep, definitely. So these two do need to cross. Maybe it's not all lost then. Also, what was that? It's dead now, whatever it is. It's copper 13. Very well. One of the things I do need, however, apart from concrete, which is apparently really struggling on the whole... Why are you getting like the iron ore? Oh no, it's getting it. You're still not getting the concrete that's needed. I mean, we do have that one as well. God, if that was an emote. Oh, I couldn't do that though. I couldn't make that an emote. Like that actual concrete build, I couldn't do that. This looks too crappy. It's art. Alright. There. I can go down here. Because while I'm at it, I can fix the T. Although admittedly I really should just leave it to future me to fix the T. It's easy enough to do though. Still looks stupid. How do I just redraw it? There we go. I just redraw the whole thing instead of trying to edit it. There we go. Memoriam. Haha. You did a thing. I was actually going to get a future me problem emote. That was the current plan. I just need to sort out the color of it. Because the purple, I don't know if purple kind of sort of works in light only, and then yellow only works in dark only. Need a one job emote. I'm gonna make a note of that one actually. There we go. I completely forgot about that. What do we have? What? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like 11. Well, it gets me at least 10, which is what I wanted. It gets me back to 10. To fill the holes. I like how that one's just taken off. Because that used to be just regular banter that we had years ago between friends. It was like whenever something went right, it was just like, mate, one job. Mate, no, just mate, one job. You had one job. And it'd just go on. Everything was just one job. Good times. Oh yeah, this thing has the 4-lane thing going on. That's why that copper train's able to pass. Who is Rue, by the way? They're very good emotes. I see them absolutely everywhere. I keep forgetting to look it up. Probably a dumb question to ask too. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I completely technical term. It's hard to express. An artillery gunning train of some kind. Although I don't really have room around here. Totally not a cult. So I might just steal this here. Like so. Because I've got to do some expansion at some point. I think it's high time we had some artillery. Oh, I don't think I'm actually making any. Let's have a look. No. I'm probably not going to go too crazy, because realistically you don't need that big of an artillery train. And with biters on, with Aruso biters especially, it's just excessive. What are we at? 2,800. What's struggling? You. What I will do, however, shooting speed, range. It's already 16,000. Let's do range. Be nice and quick. Need to go crazy, Big Bertha incoming. Admiral Bahu. Yeah, well worth looking up. Start with 3 of these. Then I sneeze. Oh boy. And then 1, 2, 3. Say 1 of these. More track. Three? Oh, it's got to be more than 3. I'll make it 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably going to be a little bit sluggish. Does it even fit? Kind of. Kind of, but not really. You're off now? Alright, catch you later, Elena La Loca. Have a good ride. Your bike? Ooh. Haha. Landscape of Mexico. Alright, artillery load. It's gonna do a lap because it's too close. Oh, it doesn't pull away too bad. Substation to power these. Substation closer. I might not be requesting artillery shells, so I better get those going. Let's see now. It's okay, I'm requesting 1,000 bombs. Say 500, that's a sensible number, is it? Oh boy. Buy steel. We didn't need steel, did we? Artillery, not artillery. I spell good. My ERYs and my ARYs are questionable. Power. And power. And power. And power. What are you waiting on? Explosivatives. Because it's not requesting from buffer chest. Future patch. Filled in spell checker. Hello, train. Now this one definitely has murderous intentions. Oh, and research done. There we go. Now this thing in here should carry some protection. It's probably a little bit excessive on laser turrets. And wall. And substations. Actually, I could probably do that. What else does it need? Pair packs, maybe? Substations. Maybe big poles. There. Yep, good call. Big poles. Rails. Does it need rail? Yeah. Maybe just a few. For some frontiering. Add some signals in there. Let's get some more range going. Repair packs, got repair packs. It's got defense, power for the defense, walls, track, and I think that's everything even to build track. I think I might do it. Pots, robot pots. I probably won't need... Ah, your landfill, that's a good one. Because this thing, it's more of a defense train, or it's not really meant to be an outposting train. I think that'll do it. Robot port and bots? Does it need it, is the question. Yeah, train station. I don't know about the robot port and bots, though. As I say, it's not intended to be an outpost train, it's purely an offensive. Cliff explosives. Ah, now you're thinking. That's something that's missing from my current one. Admittedly, this map currently predates cliffs, so I'm lucky there. I used to be all about cliffs, now I'm not so much. Laser turrets. Rails. Rails. Walls. Walls. Doesn't forget stuff, he leaves it for future mojo. Exactly! Smaller cannon train for resupply. Repair packs. Then substations. Let's make it 10. Future mojo, exactly. Big poles. And signals. Of both kinds. Then train stops. Let's make it 2. It's just cliff explosives and landfill. I'm probably not making cliff explosives too. Is that infinite research? It is. I do have explosives available, cliff explosives. I might need to fix the thingy, however. Because it probably won't pull from the buffer chest. Yeah, see, all 3 of these can't run because it doesn't get enough fast enough. Oh, it's already set. Offensive to whom? The bugs or the rails? Yeah, range and shooting speed are both infinite. Exponentially infinite, so it's already 32,000 research potion pots. So you're making cannon. You're not getting explosives, eh? Why are you getting explosives? Where's the train that brings in the explosives? Same deal. You don't seem to be making artillery shells. 5 pretty big? Not, it's modest. Hey, bear suit. I don't think I said hey before. Yeah, same deal again, explosives. It probably just doesn't carry enough. Oh, it's up in a traffic jam of some kind. Yeah, they're all using the top line. This is what happened previously. They're all using the top line. They're not using the bottom line. And this is also leading into another problem, which is the all trains converging with the regular trains. Science running should be running full speed. Yeah, 3,200. Yeah, the new processor really made a huge difference in UPS. It's nearly double. Yeah. It's a cute little train. It's probably bringing like 400 explosives. It's the difference between a 5820 and an 8700K. Huge jump. Yeah, look at that. Just make it carry all of it. i7 8700K. I had it overclocked, but it's not overclocked anymore. I've got a shell or two. So while that's going to go on, I'm going to straighten out that there. I might also connect those up. I could probably make 4 outposts out of those patches. At the same time, I kind of don't want to. I would like these to be like 12 or 16 long. i5 integrated graphics to an i7 8700 with 1070. Went from 20 UPS. Went from when he's building more factories. It's incredible, isn't it? How about I take an outpost train? Carpet bombing script. Oh, is that the one that just targets everything everywhere? Whee! Made it. And another one. Alrighty. I might actually convert that into a T intersection that goes vertical and then head out that way. Maybe even diagonally up. Don't think it targets it. Probably just creates an arc then. I think, yeah, there's the alignment point. Alrighty. Shuffle down here. Where's that ML? There it is. Now this one conveniently has my grid spacing tool. Which probably won't work for reasons of track being in the way. Oh, we just chew out the whole thing. It's probably not a good idea, actually. Just automates clicking over a large area. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Alright, so down here... I wonder if that is right. Oh wait, I already had it open. There... Okay. And there... Just outside the wall. Oh yeah, it's been a long time since I've been outside the wall too. Do I even remember how to be outside the wall? Been inside for too long. Yeah, so what I want to do is that. And then head up that way. Although that's heading straight into a an iron outpost or an iron patch. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's fine. Just saw some frames disappear. Bye, frames. I'll miss you. Unfortunately, no one will get to see them. So that goes there. So 1, 2, 3. There. I suppose while I'm at it, I could do the thingy for this. It's a technical term. 1, 2, 3. And that. Where'd the artillery train go? Nowhere. It's still here. It's waiting on explosives, which might be a while. How's over here doing? It's maxed out on explosives. Where's that train at? So it just delivered explosives and the base has eaten it all. Oh dear. Moriarty train. Pull that up now, and oh no, I can't, because I don't have rail track. I don't have railsies. How'd that happen? Big Bob. Hi, train. Looking rather murderous today. Okay. Am I out of stuff yet? Nearly. I probably should grab more track. Probably gonna run out of signals too at this rate. Let's pop that there. I left that other station out, didn't I? No? Oh no, it's fine. You push the wall further out. I will, yeah, but like I'm gonna push all of that out. I want this to be flat across the top with wall. I always wanted this wall to span across there, but it was a race against time with the version 13 biter expansion change. And that was as far as I could go before I hit biters, and then I just had to just draw a line down and deal with it as it was. I managed to get that done in time, and even that actually has been sort of pushed. You can see I sort of pushed it out, and then yeah, it was about as far as I got before I had to call it. But yeah, the wall was never really intended to be there in the first place. Give biters a chance. Crazy talk. And out of signals again. Alright, let's get even more track. Let's empty this thing now. Call the artillery train. How loaded is it? Because before I only had like 2, 4. It's filling up. I can't actually see what it has, unfortunately. But was that? If we say 4 in each, it's 4, 8, 12, 16, 32-ish. 30 or so shells in it. Yeah, it's just waiting on explosives though. Oh, speaking of. Change that to inactivity. It's only bringing a small amount every time. Yeah. I see trains moving. There they are. I like it when I see trains moving. Scary things happen then. With the artillery, I might be able to turn expansion back on too. Although it doesn't really add anything. I actually mentioned this before. I'm thinking about Satisfactory again and marketing and picking up on the picking out their audience better. As I mentioned it before. They figured out how to do biters and PvE really well. With the whole instead of having a static enemy that harasses you, it's something you go out questing to defeat for some purpose. Yes, there's no offensive enemy in that game. Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to say was the fact that they addressed Factorio and said, yeah, we know this game is very similar. Like, it sounded like they were trying to immediately establish a positive relationship with Factorio. To like brush over any fears, any anxieties, put them aside, make sure everyone's comfortable, like as a means of making sure there's not this rivalry going on. And it makes people more willing to come over to their side. And that's another thing where marketing really pays off. I saw I just trapped a train despite trying not to. I can't think of how to express it. They've done it on purpose. As not to create people... Not to create... Yeah, so not create rivalry. So people don't slip into either camp, one or the other. Hardcore, I must play Satisfactory only, or I must play Factorio only. That's why I think it's been done deliberately and with a calculated intent. And I think it has worked too, because everyone's like, oh, that's nice. They've acknowledged that they're not the only one, and you know they're all like, yeah, the genre's big enough for both of us. May or may not necessarily be true, but it, as I say, it diffuses potential division, which does benefit them later on when they go full release. Building acceptance, yeah. So I can't think of like the exact terminology. It's sort of like what Disney did with Star Wars 7. It wasn't designed to be groundbreaking. It wasn't designed. The movie wasn't designed to be anything remarkable. It was designed. This Star Wars 7. 7? Yeah, it was 7. First Disney Star Wars. It was designed to establish a foundation. Push the Factorio to do more and more innovative things. That too, yeah. I think they have become more driven to do better, Factorio. To an extent. But yeah, I think there's some very tricky plays going on in the background. It's a mind-boggling amount of track. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit silly. Well, not that there is such a thing. Oh, you're on the wrong track, that's why. Hey, look at media, how's it going? How you doing today? Full of coffee, no doubt? I'm doing pretty well. I got a bit of a headache though. So that's why I'm not doing the Factorio Extended Mega Base, and that's why I'm at an odd time. Scoop all this crap up. I'm gonna have to move the wall too before it becomes a problem. Uh-huh. Where's a thingy? There. That's actually on grid. I didn't think it was, but it is. How about that? Ah, that's why I had to shift click. No, it's not on grid. Never mind. That thing's not working. Never a good sign. Got to find out why. Let's see, 24 lanes yet, so you need more. I'll get there. Oh, hello train. Admittedly, this is just... Really? Hello. This is just replacing what was already there. Just getting rid of that diagonal piece. Played it for 2 days. It really hits that spot, doesn't it? Where it doesn't overwhelm you like Bob's does. Okay. I have to fix some of this, hopefully clear out my inventory. It's just wahey. Wahey! There's a, oh, what's that game called which had that? Beasts and Bumpkins, that's it. Where you have to micromanage the peasants. What a weird game that was. I don't think it was terribly popular. Had its moments, but yeah, weird. Bob's adds width, extended adds length. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think that's accurate. So you're out of the trash slots now. It's a good thing there's no biters attacking or anything, otherwise it'd have a very bad time. That intersection's not going to last very long. It's going to replace... This is replacing that. But I might not necessarily do it straight away. On account of me needing to move that patch. Although I might just tick that off that way. Do something custom. See how we go. Oh, hello Killer Pack Strain. Nicole, you're really keen for it, aren't you? How's the labs going? They're all moving nicely. How are we doing on the... We're up to about 10, 12 shells each. We're getting there. What I want to do is finish off this intersection, then we'll start deploying the artillery around here. And finally get rid of these bases here. I might even deploy it out there, actually. Pollution cloud. Like that. Pretty intense cloud. The absorption seems as a bit off because it's old settings. It's a very nice design concrete track. Oh yeah, it's a whole blueprint book. This book, although it's missing stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I wanted to decorate. Like, it's one of the things that's been missing is decoration on this map. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, stop building up concrete. There we go. Give us some more power. .2. Definitely haven't modded the reactor output at all. I still got to actually mod out some of the other stats. Fortunately, there's no expansion parties too. Hello, research. I kind of don't want to demolish the laser turrets and flame turrets here, because some of them have some pretty impressive stats. Kills 1058. Should be some which actually I think I demolished them already. Because the top corner, where are we at? You can actually see where they normally hit. There's a little peak there. Yeah, it was about the corner. Where they always, yeah, there it is. Blah, 500, 600. And these things, they do huge amounts of AoE damage. There you go, 2,173 kills. You never expect it from a flame turret. Evolution? Oh, it's at 100. For sure. Really surprising, actually, how much damage flame turrets do. Better do this too. Yeah, think then. Are they actually coming to pick it up? I hope so. Also, think then. There they go. Fire damage ignores armor. Didn't know that. It's the one reason why there's a row of biter bases here too. It's just specifically for that reason. Think then. And thinner. C-track gets squashed. Exactly. There's no train on this track. Think then. Do I want to pull this up now? Not really. Alright, let's draw out some wall here. Gonna make Brett proud. Just wait for it. I think I painted that all right. Go, chew, chew, munch, munch. How fast can I mine compared to the bots? Mine, 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 mine. Why using... So, only using 50 bots. You actually can't use that many Mark II personal roboports. Like, so these things get internal buffer recharge. It's 3.5 megawatts. And there's 4 by 1 megawatts worth of charging, so 4 megabots of charging. So there's 7 megawatts potential because of the internal buffer recharge rate, or 7 to 8 megawatts, and only have 1, 2, 3, 4.8 megawatts of reactor outputs, which means that I really only have 1 roboport's worth of power. So adding more doesn't actually do anything. Just makes them. It means more sit there waiting for a charge longer. Oh, what do we got here? And that's with my modded reactor output too, because I basically double their power output. With base game reactors, they're even worse. What do we got? Exactly. Where are the bots to take this crap away? There they are. I better not remove the laser turrets yet. Better still. There we go. That's a better option. Okay, let's get more of this demolished. Scoopy, scoopy, scoopy. Concrete is just the worst to mine, to both place and mine. It's almost as bad as no, concrete is worse than using cliff explosives. Or an ammo belt defense. That's just as bad. How much of this can I swallow up then? Hey, how was that? Oh, it's perfect. Almost just needed that there, and that's perfect. What's wrong about the fire damage? I've looked it up and it seems because biters have not fire resistance. Oh, okay. I nearly did a perfect run there, too. Slip through. Try not to get hit by trains. It's generally considered to be a bad thing, getting hit by trains. Well, it's pretty inconsequential in the long run. It's just a major inconvenience getting hit by a train. Because, you know, you got to respawn, then you got to get deal with being bombarded with bots, delivering all your requests again. Then you got to get back out to where you died. Yeah, it's a pretty major inconvenience. I don't think this went nearly as well as the first one. And always think thin. Heh. So this is why I don't get killed by trains. Hashtag first world problems. I probably could just tell the thing to place directly, on account of I'm standing on top of it. But that's a smart thing to do that smart people do. I don't do smart people things. I don't get killed by trains. I don't get killed by trains nearly as much as others. Not naming names, just others. I wonder how the artillery's doing. Train magnet. 26. It's about 200-ish shells now. Trains don't kill. Stupid kills. It's not wrong there. And careless. Of course. Do I still open TDD? Occasionally. It's hard for me to get into that game still. Cause, like, it was my main game from 2002 to 2007. So I had a really good run with the game, but it's hard to stay focused on it now. I can't remember when exactly. 2002, was it even out? I don't know, I started playing it in like 020. Hey Uber, how's it going? Yeah, so it had a good run. But it hasn't really, like, I haven't really had anything change with it in a long time now. I don't even know if it's still actively being developed for, or if it's just dead. A mod to nerf bots. Bob's endgame. Make Megabase more interesting. Sound like a mod you would enjoy. Depends on how it's done. Oop, hello trains. Saw my name. Oh, yes. I'm on 3 of them. DDD's in maintaining hell. Yeah, they churned through a lot of developers. They went through some really rough development times. There was a lot of ego dick waving going on. Do I prefer brick over concrete? Yeah, under track I've always preferred brick since the new texture was added, because it has a more gravelly look to it. And then this is actually what the sort of thing I'm working on. So the brick under the track here, it also blends in with the ballast here really nicely. And then the refined concrete is sort of a median. For the track which has the median at least. I'm currently trying to place some of this out with the intention of maybe blueprinting it, so I don't need to manually paint it in the future. I don't actually want to fill that. Or that. I didn't want to fill that. And more brick. Is there anything missing? No? Good. Let's target that there. So no track, only brick and poles. It's ML. What is it? I can't remember. Oh dear. Why no track? Hey, Elrace! The raiding party. I was going to say, what is it? Oh, there it goes in chat. Thank you very much. How's it going? How'd your stream go? You playing with Big Wick there? Or doing your own thing? Actually, I didn't see her even on. Hang on a minute. Hope I'm having a great stream. I am. Hang on a minute. Not tonight? Let's see now. Oop. There's hosting. Apparently I'm not actually following. So let's fix that. There we go, now I'm following. Just recover all the tabs. I'm the worst, I wasn't following. Back to the brick. That's all I do around here now is lay brick. Playing something else for a bit, got bored. Go to game Factorio, of course. Always comes back to it, doesn't it? Aww. I should have been following already. I don't know if I did and then forgot, or meant to and then forgot, or if I did the unfollow. It does explain a lot, actually. Yeah, I think I just forgot to in the first place. Yep. Do you have tumours in the main line? Yeah, it's not ideal, and thank you for follow there. Whoever that was, I didn't see the name. It was Orangeoni, 92. Thank you very much for the follow there. Yeah, because of the change in the spacing, it needs the wibbly wobblies. It's kind of annoying. See, this track It's actually not so much for the outside one. The outside one's fine, I think. Oh no, so yeah, because it goes to there and then there, so it needs to go up or down to go into there. And it can't really go inwards because this is sort of as far in as it can go. Although you could probably, like, do that. No, you can't. There? No, you can't do that either. Yeah, it has to go out, unfortunately. So it looks a little bit derpy, but yeah. Let's reduce that down. Just move that in. Oh, out of stuff. I was actually... Oh, hang on. I was actually hoping I'd be done with this intersection already. But if I do this stuff, the concreting now, then it's done for good. And I can blueprint it and do it everywhere else. Just tick it off the to-do list. Angel goes out. I think he does too. The other question is, do I spread this out to go up in there? I don't think I will. There? Oh, hang on. There. No track. The reason for the track, I know, it was asked before, was so it doesn't overlay on anything already there. So this is purely for decoration, so you can lay it without the track, and you can do your own tracks. M L T concrete. Best pipe in yeah. The crappiest throughput pipe is the best because of the way it works. Fluid box weirdness. I'm getting a rather full inventory now. Which base are you working on tonight? I'm working on the old one right now. So I'm upgrading and decorating the rails. I'm actually moving... This was a temporary run intersection, but I'm actually going to get rid of it and move it over to here. So yeah, I'm actually getting ready to expand out. How's this doing? I've actually got an artillery train. It's slowly filling. I think it's sort of reached oh, it's got approaching 30. It's probably explosives limited still. Yeah, getting ready to expand out and push back the biters. Maybe even explore new territory. Let's see how we go though. Miss this base. I love the rails and those intersections. This has been one of the latest things I've been working on. These intersections. It's taken a fair amount of time to figure out the geometry for the core of it. I think I overshot one. Or two. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, hang on. I got it. Hey, nearly filled it. There we go. It's a cute, simple way of doing it, but it is computationally expensive. I'm not actually sure what the plan is for the fluid box long term. I know there's a lot of suggestions. I don't know how computationally expensive network type systems are. Yeah, it's terrible for performance and also incredibly unintuitive. Because it sort of does the opposite of what you expect it to do. I don't need those. Electricity is a web-based system. That would I was going to say that explains a lot. At the same time, because it's kind of crappy too. One of the lingering things that I want to do here is also fix up this so it actually runs. I might get rid of the pumps too, and maybe figure out another way to get water into it. Maybe even redo the build entirely, because it is pushing it pretty hard. Hey Crafty Stone, how's it going? Problem with the current electricity route caused by liquids. Ah, okay. Yeah, I haven't dug into it very deeply, so I don't know what's going on. Even though I can dig into it very deeply. Ah, don't stand there. Always think thin. You gotta think thin on these junctions. Excessive electrical... yeah. The wire network like this has cost a lot of UPS too, the circuit network. Having multiple electric networks too is bad for UPS. Aha. I can put this thing down here. Like so. I remember Arsenia saying the bigger that, the longer the circuit network has to travel, the further the circuit network wire has to travel, the more expensive it gets. Train. Killer Packs train, of course. $10k SPM is train base? Yeah, I have. I had a passing look at it at least. Eat up the bots. Think thin. Alright, now it's safe. It's interesting that once you reach a certain point of optimization to get keep the UPS up, and there's not much of a game left. That was the one which had the direct mining from miners into trains, didn't it? which I think was ripped from Factorio. Because that was where people were doing that. Alright, Pax Train's back. The reason why that train keeps zooming backwards and forwards is because before version 13, the only option was 30 seconds elapsed. You couldn't tell it to wait for any other condition. And that train, I just never updated the orders. So it's just been doing that since version 12. It's a good way to lose bots. What's the benefit of mining directly into the train car? There's no overhead of the intermediate transport. There's no overhead of transport belts, no overhead of inserters, logistics network, anything. It's true, I have seen I was not entirely clear there because I have seen the direct mining before, long before Factorio. It's just you rarely see anyone do it. The problem is that the miners don't sleep unless they're pushing into a train car that isn't full. So unless the train car is full and the train's not moving, the miner won't sleep. But that just means that as long as the... I'm actually getting more stone. As long as you keep a train car waiting to be filled going there, then it's all good. Yeah, it's a dirty stick. Miners to trains. I'd say so, yeah. Certainly helps it. It's definitely a late game thing. I'll send you away. Okay. That's that done. It's time for some liberation, I think. Let's get rid of both of those. It seems to have just stalled. It's waiting on radar. What are you waiting on? Iron plate. Wait. Oh, it's probably oh yeah. The buffer chest thing's not ticked. There we go. Shooty shooty. And you do a lap. Not quite a big bertha. It's like a mini bertha, if anything. Here it comes. Hey. They're going up. Kill the biters, kill the biters. They kill most of them too. Hey, a Lucifer appears. How you doing? And here come the biters. So we got the laser damage up to something stupid. Ooh, that's a stuck attack party, I'll bet. Ignoring the wall. It's almost like you should build some kind of forward artillery post. Sleepy? Drunk too much? I had a headache. I don't know why. I think it's pillow related. Might need to get new pillows or something. Oops, something got broken. Ah, just wall. And that radar. They're pissed off with that radar. Hey, Zero Sum! The host there. Thank you very much. See? Then I don't care anymore. How you doing, Zero Sum? And everyone from his channel. Just in the middle of a little bit of artillery, which is actually the first time I've ever deployed artillery on this map. And I'm doing it as lazily and half-assed as possible. Fortunately, the laser damage is up to 17 and half the way through to 18. So the laser damage is quite high. Yeah, 930%. So, not even at home, eh? Nope. Bye-bye radar. Nope, fix that. Yeah, with the laser damage this high, the behemoths are pretty easy to deal with. So that's why I'm able to be a bit lazy with it. Remember to think thin. Oh, it's close. Still going. Surprised it hasn't run out yet. The shooties. Yeah, starting to run out. Have a great stream. I will. And you're off to bed. I'll catch you later then, Everest. You're producing 3200 still? It's dropped off a little bit, and that'll be because of steel. Ah, that's not a whole lot of good. It's a whole lot of not idealness. That poor signal. What did it ever do to you? Yeah, 3,200 on vanilla. Yeah, it'll dropped off because of steel though, because there quite a few iron outposts are dead now. Just eat that wall, why don't you? It's rude. Yeah, it's steel 2 space packs that's killing it, because they're not getting the low density structures. It's very yeah, it's intermittent. See, the top ones are barely going. Yeah, there it is. How's it looking? What is this? 1, 2. Well, that one's apparently got copper, so that one's dead. Slow. That one's dead. That one's dead. So there's at least 3 dead. There's 2 more which are low. And I don't know what the state of that one is. What is that? That's 7. You steal? Then you don't get modules. And okay, it's just very slow. Yeah, that's gonna finish soon too. Burner inserters. Hey, Glacier Wolf, how's it going? So, so steel furnaces, I'm not going to get that much plate per minute without productivity easily. 23.3, oh yeah. Yeah, so whatever that is in per second, because per second's a weird number, because the game doesn't use per second internally, anywhere. I even got an artillery train now. This place is so fancy now. I better go fix all the things that got broke at Ed though. Fix that. Oh, hello, Bida. Oh yeah, flame damage is turned up too. Because it's at like 50, flamethrower damage 15 or something stupid. So those poor bots are probably going to get destroyed by the flames. I think it's 16k. Possibly. I think I've been around since about 20k. Although it has been a while since I've been on here. All that wall. All damn biter bodies. Back it up. What could possibly go wrong? What happened to Factorio Extended? I'll probably play that tomorrow. I just wanted to do less thinky stuff. Because I got a bit of a headache, and the next stage of the Factorio Extended is thinky. Well, hello train. Love the new FFF? What was the FFF? Oh, that was the graphics stuff. Right. Okay, so that did a little bit of clearing. Do I want to... I don't know if I want to connect those. I think I'll definitely connect up this. It's still 25k. A few thousand steel smelters isn't good for performance. Who knew? Where the hell is it? That's the one. It's 1, 2, 3 in this. Unfortunately, this leads straight into the ore patch. I can temporarily go around it. Or I can make something of it. Those tumor things look suspiciously like roundabouts. Fortunately, they're not. Praise the substation. No medium power poles in here. Only substations. Because it's all you ever need. All things are possible with a substation. Now, I have some new stuff. There it is. Outpost trash left. I actually loaded in the new blueprint finally. Outpost trash. Is there such a thing as temporarily with 500 mining? It's tricky. Menu. Hey, never rain. I had to think about that. Menu. There it is. Nope, hates it. Oh right, because it's not plugged in. I had to do it. Got to rebel against the medium power poles. It isn't that crap, I assure you. Actually, I think it is. Let's try again. This time be less crap. Might be back later, depending on how... what are we at? Probably only going for another half hour. So if we see you then, we'll catch you then, Kia. Otherwise, catch you later, Kia. Alright, this will be less crap. Not long enough? Alright. There we go. Is it actually connected? Oh yeah. It's just the train stop having funny business going on around it. You still can't get here. Why can't you get here? Is it it is a signal issue. Because it kind of lacks signals. Yeah, now it's moving. Tab feature to organize colored blueprints. Stop speaking too much sense. A blueprint system which doesn't automatically synchronize your blueprints with the game would be good too. Okay, who was expired? Also, how's that doing? It's getting chowdered out quite nicely. 4 and 5. Let's demolish that, demolish that. I can't replace them until those are demolished. So very important, and that too. Could probably demolish all that though. Crap. Bot nerf? That makes the most sense. Sure. Should finish this actually. Because you need more laser turret damage. You can never have enough of that. Is there any? Oh, there is a substation. Should be doing that. See, that would fix the power problems. A few substations. Angel's names all his molten processes differently. I don't think it does anything to try and make it easy. I think it does everything just to be mean. Oh, that's too easy for players to advance through the mod pack. Nerf. Ah, crap. Before you run out of power, build, build, build. There. Yeah, you got it. I do that every time. One job. Don't do that. Don't kill the power. Speaking of. Oh yeah, train's here. Yeah, it is kind of in his name. Righty. Stack inserters. All the good things. I'm gonna rescan the area to get rid of all the red dots too. What do I need? Inserters and... Am I out of it? Oh no. Where do I need inserters? Up there. Right. Signals. Right. Get them. Fix that. I wonder what Bobbing About is up to. I haven't seen him in a while. Disappeared again. Was that there before? This is not going to go well, is it? I better stop. It's just no. Just no. Never seen bobbing about in a stream. He doesn't seem to hang out, and it's not his thing, hanging out in streams like Angel. It's like Neelis and Shred Guy. Chain. You. Oh, you're definitely a chain. It's funny, this doesn't even need to cross. Because this could go... Oh, not really. Alright, maybe it does need a cross. It actually doesn't still, but that's beside the point. Just bring up the green wire. Is Dark even still around? I didn't think he was. I thought he stopped. Because Dark doesn't look after RSO anymore. He only did the really early crappy versions. Where are we at? Oh no, that's right. And you. I genuinely don't know if Dark is even still around anymore. Iron 4. Iron 2. Where's Iron 2? I always forget where they are now, because there's so many of them. It's more than what I can remember where anything is. It exists on the map. 13.9. Iron 13.17. The hell? So Iron 1. Nobody see it? Top middle? 15. Top middle. So Iron 3. That's good to know. Iron 7, Iron 2. Ah, it's that one. What was Iron 3 again? There. That's still active. Who's genuinely was 4-5 is inactive. What about that one's still going? And that one can probably be demolished completely. Because it's completely empty. There. And there. It says 3. Don't do anything. Those two, yeah, they're all borderline. Fixed total raw stats for modder games. Don't know. You are. See, Iron 4. Okay, you're not Iron 4. Now you're Iron 4. Now you're Iron 5. One day I'll fix this so I don't have to set their request. I'll incorporate the controller maybe into the thing in the station. The idea of lassoing it onto the side was okay. I do like it. Because the idea is it kept the train controller separate from whatever you wanted to do, so you could do your own train stops. You weren't bound to my ones. Or I wasn't bound to using this specific one. Sort of worked out that way though. Okay. That's why I'm moving so slow. And a bloop. And a boop. Not that. I don't want that. We don't want stone. Yet, at least. There it is. There. Cool. Now all I need to do is give myself the components to actually make this thing. What do you think about adding color blueprints? I did have it at one point, and then I had to go into a multiplayer game and then it wiped all the blueprints. That was really annoying. But if they were per... I suppose if I put them in the... kept them out of the library, then it'd be okay. Excellent. Excellent. And now the train should be on their way. Maybe. 4... 6... Not yet. What's so fast? Oh yeah. It's the thing in the Factorio. There are many things that are ununderstandable in the Factorio API. It'd also help if I actually program the address too. So this one's 4. And 5. There we go. And we'll send it away. Hello, train. I might summon the brick train and do down there. And that'll be about it. Trash station. Good point. Good point. There is no trash station right now. Although I just sent away the train with the parts to actually make the trash station. Not again. Also, was that name, default name, Eastbourne? Oh, here comes a train. It's interesting, came from the bottom. The other one comes from the top. So why'd you come from down there? Yeah, the train station was Eastbourne. They're a I recognise that name from Shred Guy streams. It's like a lovely Santa. Here comes the trash train. Oh. Exactly how many bots I'm missing. Right, let's get out of here before I walk in front of a train or something. Looking busy there, of course. Why? You stopped. Oh, you're going up, that's why. Very good. I think this needs the same treatment, for sure. Trouble is going to eat into the steel belt there, unless I redirect steel that way. Walking in front of a train is a great way to get home quickly. It is. It is an excellent way. Making decon filter open for modding. Ha! Even that's a bit of pressure on it. Let's have a look at that train counter. Have we popped 100,000 yet? Can I cross 28,000? 35? 99? One of these might have actually gotten pretty close. 48. Yeah, 73? 44? 60? 49? 22? Yeah. 50, 35. That's a pair. See, 28, 35. There's too many on one line compared to the other. And 99,000 trains have gone through that one. It's not as busy as it used to be, too. This thing used to chime like crazy. You get like 5 dongs at once. Need to improve the busyness. Is it a dong joke? There's a joke in there somewhere. So where does it come out to there? I could just eat the path. Let's go have a look. In fact, I'm just going to mark it for deconstruction. Hopefully the bots will get to it before too many trains pass through. Hey, perfect. I'll just wait for the resulting traffic jam. Cut that. The traffic jam might actually be a bad thing. Come on. Yeah, cut it. There you go. Yeah. $400 trains, no pathing. 400 stuck trains, or 290 something stuck trains. What was it? Oh, I can't see now. A lot of trains, no pathing. Silly infinite ore patches? Who wants silly infinite ore patches? No one likes silly infinite ore patches. How about silly infinite bot speed? Let's bring you forward. Is that clear? Nearly. But not... Wait a minute. Ugh. That's not right. Interesting. This is going to need some rework then. Infinite ore patches is already in the game. Alrighty, so it's the core, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure. Yeah, it needs rework, but I'm still going to put it down as is. In its broken state. If Hopewell was here, he would be pleased, because I'm landfilling. With yonder track lag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fix you. Can't let the concrete starve now. How's that look? If you had infinite patches, could you... You could have fewer of them. The infinite ore patches, they just behave like oil patches too. But yeah, they would be incredibly annoying because they'd limit what you can do if you don't want, unless you want to build on top of them. But then you'd say you could make them minimal, and then if they were minimal, then you would need lots of them. Let's not demolish that. Chug-a-lug goes the game. Let's make cliff explosives blow up ore. Yeah, it sounds like something that's worth doing. I wish cliff explosives could be automated though. Yeah, that's where it interferes. You can actually see where it goes off grid too. I'll probably have to completely customize that. Ah, power switch controller thing is in the way. It's gonna get all kinds of messy. Just want to map gen and ore gen. That's what that's the dream that we all want to live in, when we generate a map and we get some semblance of consistency. Where the hell is it? There. Let's make it an extra short one. Fine, be that way. You can actually see now just how far off this whole lot was. It was way off grid, this whole section. And that's from the original mainline blueprints, because they were just all over the place. Oh, actually, why don't I just keep going? Like that. Well, when I say like that, I mean like that. And like that. And you go like that. Uh-oh. Incoming. RSO isn't even that good at being consistent too, at doing what you want for resources. I've cut power too. Oopsie. So how... What? Oh. 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 Why don't you connect? Why, you're a mess of signals. Where don't you connect? Generates boring circles. It doesn't even generate donuts anymore. Oh, that's why. That thing that I've never really fixed. Hey, there's power back. You have to enable donut. Yeah, it is actually a config option. I don't know why they don't keep the donuts. But you have to specifically tell it to generate donuts. It doesn't do it for you. Hey, more wibbly wobblies. Perfect. Get rid of that. Oh, yeah, water setting. Don't even go there. I think 14 was where the generator peaked. Maybe 15 to an extent. But 14 generated some pretty solid maps. Okay. So far so good. Watch out for killer trains that can run along here. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense. So 1, 2, 3. Let's do that again. Why the wibbly knobbly and not straight it? Part of it is it needs, because of the tight spacing, it needs a wibbly wobbly to straighten it back out again. Admittedly, I could probably fix that if I put some effort into it and put some thought into it. It's certainly that one maybe could be straightened out. But you see it lines up with that there. This track lines up with that. And this one, it's one tile off, so it has to wibble wobble somehow. A weeble wobble. I could push it out further too. That's another alternative. So there's a few options at least. But yeah, it needs work though. This thing needs work. It's mainly just trying to see how it goes for now, as is. Already found a few issues with it, having said that. Where'd it go? It's part of the thing though with these blueprints, they've got to look the part, don't they? This doesn't do that. Does that. Because that's the big deal with it. Everyone likes curves, don't they? Something nice and curvy. No one likes flat. It's not a tumour. I should have an 8 lane. There it is. Ah. It's not right. It's not right at all. Let's link you together. Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a 4 lane. Or equivalent. There. Which is pushing it a little bit. Goes in there. It's getting very tight. It might be able to do that. I'll check the signaling of that first though. Yeah, it works. Slides into there. And there. There. Or not. Hello, autosave. Okay. So, you go straight into there. This one. It comes from... Yep, so it swings out. And this accounts for the coming vertically, yep, so it can merge back in and that goes straight out. Get the hell off that line. You're not going to iron 5. Why is that? Which path are you on there? So it should swing up here. Oh, have I done the... hang on. What's going on there? Oh, right, I see. Well, that ain't good, isn't it? In it, know what I mean? It's still not right. Because that needs to be there. Now it should be on its way. Should always remember to think thin. As always think thin. So that's moving. Good. This is going to need a bit of the wibble wobbles. The weeble wobbles. I'll come up with a better solution. That's lumpy. Come up with a better solution a little bit later on. I just want to get it going again for now. So stupid. Okay, so it's moving again. I say it's temporary because I can do something with these 4 lanes down here. By some means. I need to reconnect the steel though. As long as there's no trains. Trains? That's a zit. It's a pimple. Or it could be a zit. A pimple or a zit. Just pop a signal there just so it, leading up to the chain clears quicker. Snaky, snaky train. Future measure problem patent pending. Exactly. Patent pending, patent pending, patent pending. So you're going to have to do a bit of the old 1-2sies. Maybe even that one. To buy some more space for all these. Might even have to do it through several layers. Holy damn. Okay. I seem to have moved the traffic problem into a very concentrated point just here. Also, this spacing's wrong, because trains shouldn't be parking across like that. Yeah, it's one piece too long. That's the worst. Oh, even better. Why didn't I think of it before? If I do that, and then that, now it can be tighter. Aha, I'm thinking now. Look at that. Couldn't make it uglier if I tried. There we go. It's all of the belt. Just do all the belt. Even there, just be underground or something. And you. Be regular. Now you're thinking with undergrounds. Now this is underground laying. Did I gain one too many? I'm confused. Oh, I've lost one, that's why. There we go. Underground movement takes form. Stay low, stay hidden. Hey, it's cleared. Hey, it works. The system works. Is there any other traffic jams about? Not really. What are you waiting for? Train to go steal its spot. Maybe we'll see some iron in the ore and the steel smelter finally. The trouble is, it's a long way for the trains to go, like to right towards the end, so I don't like going there. I wonder if I should make it like a ripple system, which unlocks these rippling down, forces them to drive down. I can even force them to stack here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 stacking points, and they still struggle. Yeah, 4 trains all at once. Now that's something you haven't seen in a while. I certainly haven't seen for a good long while. Nope, I was slammed to a stop. That was pretty good, actually. It's beautiful. Yes, this thing's coming across and it shouldn't be. Yeah, stopping too early. It's difficult to make it stack 2 trains. One in front of the other. Like I did there. Because these segments realign how the trains queue up. And we see steel. So doing this just encourages me to fix the base later, when it gets to the point of fixing the base. And we start to see some spacey paxies. They really do look like roundabouts. I suppose if I get the little tongue going in here, the concrete tongue going into the hole, it doesn't look as much like a roundabout. Trouble is, when I start saying the concrete tongue going into the hole, I'm sure it fills you with all kinds of other images that it potentially could be. 1K? Where's the trash? Ah, it's one of them. Excellent. I can actually do this and not worry. There we go. Mind that little patch. Mind that little square. There we go, it's below 1K now. Not just a tongue in the hole, but a concrete tongue in the hole. I wonder how much iron I get from that 1,000 patch. It's like 10K or something. Yeah, see, it's a little concrete. The center point of concrete forms this little tongue in this holy area where it tries to be a roundabout. So there's this concrete pokey bit. Hard and rough, just like Zap Brannigan. Ha! It's got to be a Futurama reference in there somewhere, eh? 16. Oh yeah, copper 13's gone. Eat the fish while we're at it, because we can. Let's mine all the fishies. Let's clean out the chests. I suspect I already sent a train and it didn't clean it out. Am I playing with GM8 next week? I hopefully will be. There is it's a bit here and there whether or not I will be able to be there or not though. Because I might be out at the time when it starts, and I don't know how long it's going to take to finish, and it may be finished by the time I actually get to it. Hey, is this the 2 red belt base? It is. It certainly is. It's currently, because I was doing some track rework, it's a little short on steel, although it seems to be picking up. Yeah, space pack's suffering at the minute. And if I wasn't doing a military research, I'd probably be stuck on furnaces as well. Oh yeah, I gotta fix that too. The gears. That's the new gears. I never finished integrating it. I just sort of glued it in where the old one was. It's one of those future me problems. Has that train reached yet? That explains a lot. You go back. That one's down and out. Oh, that one's down and out too. In fact, I'll just drop that there. Alright, is train here yet? Hopefully they'll actually clean it out. One of these might be it. Come on. Be the train. Be the train. Yes, be the train. I could have just clogged the storage, admittedly. Works just as effectively. Just as well. Just make more spew out of the one storage chest. And lastly, do that. Now bin all the things. Including that. Nope, don't do that. I need that radar. Alright, that's another one down. How much is this killed already? There's 3 miners already down. And that one. Good. Ramp, thank you for the follow there. Thank you very much. There's a lot of dead outposts I need to fix. That one's almost done too. Just One last pass over the outpost. Why not use bots for mining? Because why not use belts? Because a lot of these are quite old outposts. A lot of these were set up in 15, or the whole system was set up in 15. I actually do belt mine here. Admittedly, the bot mining is lazy. It's easy to do, but it does save on UPS. I am aware. Yeah, the bot mining is it's faster and brute force, and it does need less micromanaging like this belt mining. It's a bit problematic. Well, that should be okay. Yeah, it's still relatively full. Yay, mining productivity. Another layer being stripped away. What are you waiting for there? Why are you waiting to go there? They need more micromanagement to maximize the belt throughput. You do that. You can do it. I believe that you can get out of the way of all the other trains. Like, for this one, I could do something to get this belt running again. Like, I could flip one of these belts like I have here. I could flip this point halfway and run it round to get the 8th again. And that would work quite well. I see actually forming a hole in the middle there. But at the end of the day, like, it's still hovering around 2k, so it's not really doing it any harm. Yeah, I'm not worried about the UPS cost to the miners. Like, these are idling as well. I'm worried about the belt usage. Solid rails? Yeah, there's one or two. Yeah, weeds. That's what happens when you run a... Oops, that was a bit too much. That's what happens when you run a regenerate command on the weeds. Here we go. What's your mining prod? 500. Ready to do 501. So 1000%. What's the update time? Let's see. Trains. You can see the track lags there. Yeah, about 1.6. It's all in inserters currently. Will it be the next GM8? Not sure entirely. Because it's very likely I'll be out when it starts. And I might not be back in time for the finish. Depending on how long it takes, because I'm fully expecting it to be done in like 4 hours. Jumping up to 2. That's down to 9 now. That's the I think 10-minute running average, or the 1-minute running average, and so it catches all of the repath spikes from chain signals. That's like 250 on Colonel Will's megabase. Something ridiculous. Transport line's actually getting up. Yeah, GM8, they're a hosting service. They actually do a few other things as well as Factorio. They're looking to expand into even more games. I think they do Minecraft now too. What was I going to look at? Just one last thing. Oh yeah, you. 25k still. It's just 2 miners. This poor little outpost that could. Speaking of, there's another one. How's that doing? 72k. Good old uranium. Lasts forever. Wish this one would finish up too. Alright, I think... we'll spend 30 loops in the size of Wisconsin. It's not so much the loops, it's just the sheer amount of track. Loops don't add any pathing cost. Pathing cost is nothing. It's just, well, I want to say pathing cost is nothing. Like, there's no combination that adds to pathing cost. I don't know who started that myth, but it always was a myth that loops are more expensive. It was never the case. It's, the pathing cost takes more time the more track there is. And yeah, because he has a map the size of Wisconsin, which is just completely full of track, this... I can't actually remember how many track tiles are there. It's a lot, though. And so everything with trains is incredibly laggy because of it. Bentham Mangled Pork haters. I think it was the loop haters that made that up. Or the roundabout haters. Roundabouts are a problem. They too overrated. Thank you for that. Roundabouts don't work with trains. It's a city skylines thing. It works with city skylines because it's a cheap and easy way of dealing with traffic. But roundabouts, you can't have cars... Like, trains can't just instantaneously duck lanes like in city skylines, so it doesn't work. Yeah, roundabouts for trains, it's never worked. Loops, like... that's why I don't say loops are bad. I've never said loops are bad because a loop... That's a loop, and it's perfectly fine. That's a loop, perfectly fine. It's only roundabouts, so I only ever say roundabouts are bad. I never say loops are bad for that reason. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there.